Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we've got another edition of Buying Shit I Don't Need Extreme Edition, as you can tell by this gigantic size box. As usual, this is just kind of stuff that's been slowly accumulating, well, not so slowly, over the past 60 days or so, accumulating in my private warehouse at HLJ, and also you guys may have seen they have recently been having their sale, so I did pick up a few things from their summer sale that they had going on as well. So there is actually some Gunpla in this box. Some people have complained in the past, like some of the episodes. The title of the series is Gunpla Delivery, and there hasn't actually been any Gunpla in the delivery, but I just kind of feel like I just have to kind of stick to the name at this point. But in this case, we do actually have some Gunpla in here, so let's pop it up. I'm going to take the box off the desk because it's taking up the whole space here, and then I'll just show you what all is in here. Oh yeah, first thing is a thing from the summer sale. They were sending out these fans as just a prize as part of the summer sale. So there you go, plastic fan. I guess they'll just give that to my son probably. Okay, so speaking of stuff for my kids, here's the first thing we'll take a look at. This is a set of Arale-chan socks for my daughter, so I'll go give those to her. Alright, then I got this box of little stuff here. This is MSG parts. This is actually parts that I'm planning to use probably, I think, for the Tristan. So yeah, that's not dead. I am going to be working on that more. It's not like I was waiting for these parts. This is just something that I ordered that I think I might use for that, or something else, we'll see. And the rest of this other wave option parts and things like that, some of this stuff was from the sale, some of the stuff was just other stuff that I picked up kind of along the way. There's some magnets and smaller magnets to use for different customizing things. We've got just some aluminum rods. Again, those are probably for just resin kits, so aluminum rods there. Some spring. This is you can use like for detail parts for like hoses or something like that. So just some spring there, some vents, some just vent parts, sensor parts, so like antennas and little radomes there. So antenna bits, things like that. O-bolts, I actually have some of these I use on some kits now and then, and these are great, so just got some more of those. I think those were from the sale. And some of these square photo etch detail up parts, so there you go. And it's pretty much all kits and figures and stuff after that. So here's the first one. This is Gunkanjima. This is a model kit of this island. It's actually an abandoned island from Japan. If you guys are unaware of it, I would definitely recommend Googling it. It's pretty interesting. I would love to go there and be able to take a look around someday. It's just this tiny little scale model of the island, and you can just build that up and kind of detail it up. It's not going to be very big. There you go, you can see that. But pretty cool. It's all abandoned. It was like a mining facility on this island, and then suddenly like the mine company like went out of business, or like they were taking their business like somewhere else. And so basically there was no reason for anyone else to stay on the island anymore, so everyone just kind of just left suddenly, and so everything's just like abandoned. And it's kind of like looks like Chernobyl almost, but it's not as nuclear reactive as that. Anyway, really interesting island if you want to check out the backstory for that. That was kind of like one of the main reasons why I wanted to get this when I saw it come up on pre-order, but this should just be a fun kind of thing to work on sometime. Of course, we got the new Mechatro kits here. This is the Mechatro set that has bunny ears. So there you go, Retro and Azuki. Azuki is the sweet red beans that are in like Japanese desserts and stuff. If you guys don't know, it's very Azuki colored, so that makes sense. The Retro color scheme, I guess, is just white. But anyway, it's Mechatro We Go 1/35 kits with rabbit ears on the top, so those are pretty cute. As always, got some pretty amazing box art there on the front too as well. It's pretty awesome. Got a couple of figurized busts that were in the sale. This one is from Macross Delta. I've never really watched Macross Delta. I have no idea really about the character, but I just thought this would be fun, something to work on at some point. I'll be changing it up, probably changing it up, like taking the flower out of the hair or something, making some changes to this and just changing the color just to make it sort of custom. But anyway, just because I have no real relation to the character or any real interest in keeping it like canon in terms of the colors or anything, but just that. I figure I could have some fun just working on that at some point. And then this one is from Active Raid, another series I'm not really familiar with, but this one just looked pretty nice, pretty cool, like with the clear parts on there and stuff. So got Kaname Buccaneer and Liko. So yeah, there you go. Got a couple of ma.k kits here as well. The SAFS. This was, I think, a re-release of this one, if I remember correctly. So this is just kind of a new version of that. I'm not really too sure about what's new about this version or anything. I maybe have to ask Link, but it's all molded in black there. And as per usual, I think we should have some water slides in here. All the way at the bottom under our color sample sheet, we do have, yeah, some pretty awesome water slides in there. So got that one, as well as the Kiklop. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. It's the version of the Grober Hund. Again, not really too sure about that version K. So it's one of this one. This one is from Hasegawa. The SAFS kit is from Wave. This one though is Hasegawa. I think this is the first Hasegawa ma.k kit that I've owned. I've heard from Link, who's a pretty good reliable source, that the Wave kits are just better generally, but I really like the look of this one, so I wanted to try it out. This one here, obviously, as you can see, molded all in gray. Quite a hefty kit too as well. There's a lot more going on with this one, and a really nice big waterslide decal sheet for that too as well, so very cool. This one was in the sale too, so that was a good chance for me to pick this up, so I was pretty excited to get this kit because I like the way it looks. I just have to get around to building it now. And another one from the sale here, this is the Hexagear Blockbuster. I've been kind of interested to try out the Hexagear line, although most of them don't really look too particularly interesting to me. This one is probably the most interesting looking one that's come out so far that I thought I could kind of really jive with. It's just kind of this thing. It sort of looks like, I don't know, it's a very interesting kind of design. I like it. I think I could probably do something cool with it. And I have a bunch of like 120 scale like resin figures and things like that, so I figured it'd be cool to just like pair this up with one of those to make just like a mini dial out of that. So I know with a lot of Hexagear stuff being out now and continuing to come out, you guys are probably interested to see my thoughts on this kit and the line with just from my experience with this, so I'll try to get this one reviewed sooner for you guys. And here's another one I'm really looking forward to. This is the Leviathan kit from Aoshima. So this is another Full Metal Panic Invisible Victory kit, but this is not the Bandai version, instead this is the Aoshima version, so I'm interested to see how this is going to compare. It's definitely more expensive. Just any kind of smaller company like Kotobukiya, Wave, Aoshima, these companies are usually more expensive, but it does look nice. Just looking at this one compared to, I think the Kotobukiya, who else made a Leviathan kit? Maybe it was Kotobukiya. Anyway, I liked the look of this one better, so this was the one that I got with, and it's pretty hefty. It feels like for a good amount of stuff in there, but it should be pretty cool. It's got that big gun that attaches onto the backpack. Just taking a quick look inside, and I mean, it just looks pretty standard, nothing really jumping out as anything too out of the ordinary, so we'll take a look at that one as well. And also from the sale we got a ma.k. So you guys know I like these minimum factory kits, and they're not very cheap, but this one was on sale, so fortunately it was a little bit cheaper. Still, it was I think it was still like 2,200 yen or something, so not that cheap, but it's just a little 120 scale kit that you build, and it makes just a 120 little scale figure here of the God Hands character, the God Hands ma.k character, so there you go. Okay, so now let's finally get to some Gunpla. Here's something from the sale. It is the 1/100 scale non-grade CeraVe Designer Colors version. So just recently, built the CeraVe Gundam Scheherazade, and I was just thinking like, I'm kind of into the CeraVe, and then I saw this one in the sale. I think this one was also, they had it for pretty cheap, and the designer colors really doesn't matter. It's just, I'm gonna paint it anyway, and I think it comes with stickers but no water slides, so I'm sure I can probably get some water slides of this. I'm sure Samuel Decal probably has a water slide version of that set. But I just thought this would be a cool kit. I'm not going to do anything with like detailing it up super a lot or anything. I'll just paint it up and just give it a cool color scheme or something and just have fun with that. It's just a simple 1/100 scale kit, but as far as these older like non-grade 1/100 scale kits go, I think the 00 ones from this line do look pretty good, so I'll check that out. And then another 1/100 scale non-grade here is the Serpent Custom. Actually, it's a 1/100 scale high grade, I guess I should say. Forgot that these are actually technically high grades. But yeah, this is a kit that I really, really like. This was, I think, like 1,600 yen on sale, so the list price is 2,000, so just a little bit cheaper, but I think that's like pretty much worth it just as a weapon set and figure. You get little figures there of Relina and Marimea, and you get a whole bunch of weapons here. You get 2 of the double Gatling guns, you get the beam cannon and the other big giant bazooka, and so even if it was like just that, 1,600 yen is pretty cool because that's some pretty useful stuff there, but then you also get the Serpent Custom in there as well, so pretty awesome set here. I've actually got one of these already snapped up that I built like years and years ago, and I brought that back here to Korea with me from my parents' house, and I was gonna review it for you guys, but I might as well review this one, so I can like do a full unboxing for you guys and then just build it up and review it as like new rather than one that's been sitting in a garage for like 15 years. And then one more little Gunpla thing is the Lightning Back Weapon System Mark II. This is just a weapon system build custom set that I've quite liked the look of this. I thought it could be pretty useful. I don't have any particular ideas for it at the moment, but this one was also in the sale, so I just thought to just pick that up just as something that I've thought looked pretty cool and useful. It looks like, from what I can tell just from the photos, it looks like pretty big, like bigger than what you would imagine just by just looking at it and just like the sample photos, but I'll find some cool use for this, I'm sure. And that is it for kits. The rest of this is all just figure stuff. So this is a box of gashapon, or like prize grabber. I forget they're called. Capsules. There we go. Thank you. Couldn't think of the word. Capsule toys. These are Zaku heads. So this was the Exceed Zaku Head series 4, I want to say, if I remember correctly. So I don't really care. I mean, the one thing that these are so awesome, but the only thing is that I wish that they would actually, when they release some new versions, that they would actually make some physical changes to them. Basically, they're just different colors and they have different markings pre-printed on them. But I wish that they would actually make some actual physical design changes, change some details or something on them just to make them a little bit more different, because now they keep re-releasing new series of these and all it is just color changes. So it's cool like if you're collecting them and like not painting them, but if you want to like enjoy painting them up or something, then, but I guess they're capsule toys. They're not really intentionally made to be painted, I suppose. Anyway, these are cool though, so I was able to get in a pre-order of these before they sold out within like 10 minutes, so I just took the chance to grab a few more of those to paint up later on. We got some new Converge stuff here. Gundam Converge Series 11 with the Wing Gundam Zero EW, the Ultron EW, the Gun Tank, the Dovin Wolf, the V8, and the Mercurius. So pretty awesome set here. Gonna be honest, don't really care too much about the Gun Tank. We'll see though. The Gun Cannon surprised me when we had that just recently. I wasn't really expecting to be into that, but it actually looked quite nice once it was out of the box. This is definitely a great set for Wing fans. You got the Wing and the Ultron EW and the V8 and then the Mercurius there as well, so pretty awesome. And the Dovin Wolf I'm really looking forward to as well. Pretty certain that there's going to be 2 of those in there, so I'm looking forward to the chance to repaint one into the unicorn color version. So we'll take a look at that in a separate video very soon. And then we've got the EX22 Gundam Converge figure. This is the Psycho Gundam Mark II, so very cool. I always loved the Psycho Gundam Mark II. Very sinister looking with that face and everything, so does transform, or like parts form, I guess, of course, but yeah, it's pretty cool. The regular Psycho Gundam Converge figure is really nice, so this will look great next to that. Okay, and for the final chapter of this episode, we're taking a turn into the Weeaboo figures. So these were just figures that were in the sale for like around 1,000 yen each or something, so cheap and looked cool enough that they'd be fun to just like detail up or possibly even repaint some parts or something like that. What I'll do with these, I don't know, but they looked nice enough and cheap enough, so I picked up a few of these. I'm not really familiar with any of the characters at all. This is Meguro, apparently, from Racing Sidecar. Yeah, don't really know about that. These are all just like UFO prize grabber machines, and I don't really know, like, it's kind of odd that HLJ gets these, but anyway. And this one is a Kantai Collection one. This is Ushio Kai 2. Kantai Collection X Space Invaders. So I'm not really sure what I guess, yeah. The only thing that really has to do with Space Invaders is the base there. It's like a Space Invaders themed base, but it's just a figure of a girl holding a hose there. And another Kantai Collection one. This is the Kankole Yubari Day Off version figure. So day off, so she's chilling with a melon and eating some, I'm gonna say, I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be. Some soup, something with ebi fry in there, I guess. But yeah, so there's that. And then the last one here is the SSS figure Dia Kurosawa. From my adventures of getting some of the EXQ Love Live figures from Japan Toys in Australia, thank you to them for that. I think that this one is probably one of my favorite of the characters that I've seen so far. Again, I've still never seen the anime or anything at all, but just based on the looks, yeah, so there you go, Dia Kurosawa. Alright, and that is everything. So there we go, I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to go get to work on some of this stuff because I got a lot of work to do. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. See you next time.